Hot dogs, sports bras, and fireworks. Today on Strikeout Beer. And we're live. Welcome to what feels like episode number 1 of Strikeout Beer, when in actuality is episode number 252.
I think we're doing too much. I think we're trying too hard. You know, we got so many other shows we're working on. We just did a fantasy football top 25 receivers, you know, and bouncing around the house, got dog setting. I couldn't find this stupid container.
Yeah.
It was in the garage, walked right outside. That's where it is. And I'm like, and I was like looking, I go, where the hell is it? I went to 4 different rooms and I'm like, this is BS.
This is Bush League.
Yeah.
Bush League is what it is.
And usually I would blame Lizzie. And I'm like, hey, where'd you put that? But I know she didn't touch it. So I was like,
no. Old school here, 2.0.
What's up,
here.
buddy? So today we have, I'm awfully parched because we just talked for 30 minutes about football.
So long.
So you got this mix pack here. Tell us about it.
I don't even know. I bought it last week. The mix pack from Fair State Brewing Cooperative out in Fort Worth, Texas. We ourselves 4 different beers here. We're going to have Giant Spain, which is a double stout.
Giant Spain.
What did I say?
Band. I just said Giants band.
I thought I said Giant Spain.
Bang, 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 bang.
2 ends?
I think I can help with the whole Pam situation here.
Crankin' Foamers, the corn lager.
That sounds awesome.
Roselle, a hibiscus sour, and Party Forward, hazy IPA.
Here you go. We're starting with this one.
Oh, we're going with Roselle.
I need something.
Sour.
I need something.
We're quenched, so let's have a sour. That's really going to quench the thirst there.
Well, I plan on slamming this one as fast as I can.
Slamming it?
Slamming it.
Oh.
Slamming.
Sound like you said slamming it.
Slamming. Yeah, we're doing great. Today's awesome. I don't even know where my phone is.
It's over there.
Stupid shit.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know where my phone is. You know, I lose my phone. I don't know about you, but I lose my phone at least a handful of times a day. And like, you know, just misplaced. But there's times like 1 time or 2 times a day where I lose it, where I have no earthly idea where it's at.
I'll have to every once in a while be like, hey, Liz, call my phone.
You do that every so often?
Yeah, on occasion. Insect gamers in the house. What's going on?
Lizzie won't even call my phone anymore. Like, she's like, I'm out. I'm done. I can't handle it no more. Done with your crap. But yeah, all right, see what we got here. I got like some glue. Or somebody was really excited on the canning
Got a
line.
wine taste to it.
I figured it with the Roselle. I went with rosé when you said it. I go, all right, let's see.
All right. Well, tell me what you think there, Chief.
It's interesting. When it hits the lips, it tastes like wine.
Old school said good. That means you're somewhat disconnected from your phone.
From times, yeah, because you know I post. We have reels for all the different accounts and stuff like that. So I'll post something just hammering out, and then because with Facebook it takes like 20 minutes to load a reel, so I just set the phone down. I'm like, all right, later, loser, and I just walk off. And then that's probably when I lose it.
It takes a while to upload the videos on the YouTube because I always shoot it with the 4K, right?
Uh-huh.
And so it takes a little while to upload them on YouTube. So it's you set it and you got to leave the app running, you know, while you're down. So it's just you just set it down, you walk away, and you go and do other stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm not really. Yeah, I guess I'm not as connected to the phone as I was at one point in time, where you're just sitting there. Now, if I'm bored with nothing to do, I'll be on a little bit more. But yeah, I just like, just kind of letting it go right now. Flying by the seat of my pants.
Okay. All right.
How was your 4th?
Pretty good. How about you?
That's it. Just good. Did you just fun?
Asked how it was. I said it was pretty good. How about you?
I had a good 4th as well. What did you do? Any fun activities or a cookout? Did you cook out? Did you go somewhere?
No, we didn't cook out. So we went and saw our fireworks show on the 3rd.
What the hell's the deal with that? Carrollton had theirs on the 3rd. Like, it sounded like the town was on fire. Like, I thought we were being invaded by the British. I was like, what the hell is going on? Why is it so loud? So I go grab my musket and I go out front, put my hat on and my blue coat. And I'm like, I'm looking for some British ass to kick around.
See someone riding down the street in a horse yelling the British are coming.
I was like, really annoyed. So what's the deal? Do you know why that was like that?
Well, every city doesn't want to have it on the same day, right? You kind of want to stagger them a little bit, you know, especially with I think a lot of it had to do with because the fireworks show we went to was typically on the 4th,
right?
But they did on the 3rd this year, and I think part of that had to do with because the 4th of July was on a Tuesday.
4th of July was on a Monday last year, wasn't it?
Right, but so you've got everyone goes to work, and then you have the day off, and then you're back. So I've been
in this house for like 10 years, and it's never been on a day that's not the 4th of July. Boomtown and Addison's always like the Saturday before, which is no big deal. It's always on Saturday or Sunday, whatever the hell it is, no big deal. But like, I was sitting there and I was like, what the hell? Like, because usually that's the one we go to. But then we went to the ball game. We went to Rough Riders, the AA game. So we caught the show there, which was fine. But I was like, well, if I didn't have that plan, Lizzie, man, she got to see fireworks. She's 12 years old.
Fireworks are fun. Snowman's in the house. What's going on, Snowman?
What's up, Snowman? And no shots against Lizzie, because I'll be honest, last night is where the fireworks are going off. She goes, let's go. Yeah. We started walking. Fireworks shows in the parking lot. We're still in the stadium because they like, hey, let you come out in the field and stuff like that. Well, I just stayed in my seat. And it was a pretty good shot. And I was like, we walk outside and they're like, amazing, because now you're underneath the damn things. I mean, they're blowing up 100 feet from you.
Oh yeah, no. So where we go, so it's like a combination. I think it's called like the Northeast Tarrant County. Okay, it's over there in like North Richland Hills.
Yeah.
And
Glaciers in the house. Everybody's in
the
house.
We're literally. I could take a baseball and throw it to where they're shooting the fireworks.
So about 24 feet away. That's kind of close for comfort. I
got to crow hop it. Okay, good 25 feet. No, but it's right there.
If anybody's wondering, we're
sitting there, we're looking up like this.
Alan doesn't throw a baseball like a normal person. He shot puts it like that.
I don't shot put it. Only thing I shot put is your mother.
He goes like this. He does a whole spin move. Toss it over to first. So you're that close where you're having to look up, like hurting your neck?
I wasn't hurting my neck.
Did you sue the city?
No.
Talk to the manager. Did you get the manager involved?
Why would I do that?
I mean, why do we do the things that we do?
Well, I don't. You invent this persona about me.
Not everybody else that's been here long enough. They chime right in.
Oh, because of what they hear from you.
Slander? I don't think so.
Slander.
We're gonna put it on the big inning real quick. Hold on. I got like 14. I got the TVs going at the same time. I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, is that not the big inning? What is that?
Oh, here we go. A glacier just redeemed. Alan, give us a fun fact about anything.
Oh, I don't hit the sound alerts anymore. But yeah, give us a
fun fact about yesterday.
Was it America's birthday?
Not yesterday, but once. I'm sorry. Tuesday. No, Monday when I went and saw the fireworks show. They set a world record for the most drones to spell out a sentence.
What was the sentence?
Happy 4th of July.
Oh, okay.
And so they set a U.S. world record for that. The city of North Richland Hills did.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. If you want to look it up, like if you just Google,
I'm gonna have to look it up.
North Richland Hills world record drone show. Yeah. You can see the whole drone show, which the drone shows are awesome.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're really freaking cool. And this is the second year. This is 2 out of 3 years that they've done the drone show. Mm-hmm. They didn't do the drone show last year. They did it the year before, but they do the drone show first, and then they bust into the fireworks. But like this year, they incorporated some fireworks with the drones. So like they would have a big, one image they had a big bald eagle and American flag under them. Yeah. And then they just had the fireworks that just all kind of shoot out. It was pretty sweet. It was pretty cool.
The first time I saw a drone show, I think it was like for the New York one. And it was like a couple years back, like the New York fireworks, on the barges and shit. Yeah. And they had one. I go, what the hell are those? And I was like, and we found out it was drones. Yeah. And like, that is awesome what they can do.
Oh yeah. And like
line them all up, line them up.
Boop, 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 boop. We're so close. We hear them. It's like,
yeah, no, that sound is crazy.
You hear that, and every once in a while you're sitting there, and then you just see one kind of go up and shoot behind us.
Yeah,
because it's recording the drone show. You got a drone recording the drones. It's just
too much AI going on right now. They're
very Inception like.
They're gonna take over the world.
But it was really cool, and they had like at the end of the fireworks show, they had the guy sitting there talking. They had the actual people there from the Guinness World Book of Records, and they're like, congratulations to. They said the name of the company that ran the drone show. You set a world record. Here's your certificate and things like that. So it was pretty sweet.
Neat.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, so I saw I was there for a Guinness World Record.
Nice.
It was a witness.
Witness?
Without me.
They have you sign anything?
No, they didn't.
Without you, it would have still happened.
It would have. Yeah. But
I was part of a record as well last night. Swear to God. Not a Guinness World Record or whatever, but the announcer was really excited because it, like the little ass stadium we were at, it was the highest it's ever been. Some shit like 12,000 people. I'm like, I was looking around. I go, there's no way 12,000 people are in here. But it was packed. But yeah, that's awesome, man. That's cool. So at least you got to say that. Like that's one of your going further. That maybe you were maybe when you do like a little trivia about yourself, like three.
Two truths in a lie.
Yeah. You can work that in that you're part of.
If I remember it, because like I've been part of a Guinness World Record before. Like actually part of one. Went to like a Fort Worth Brahmas game, and they had during one of the intermissions they had like I don't remember what we did. Like I don't know if it was like people holding hands or high fiving.
Definitely not holding hands.
I don't know what it was, but it was some
dance?
sort of record that we all went on the ice and was a part of.
Oh, nice.
But I don't remember what it was. Like nice. I've had a couple beers and a couple head injuries since then. So
God, well, that sounds like a good time, man. Did you have any? So you went to? Was it an all day thing?
No. So like I didn't actually get out there till a little bit later. Like Liz and her sister and her mom and the other kiddo, they went out there at 5 o'clock right when it opened up. When they opened up the parking lot.
Okay.
I didn't get out there with Kinsey until about 8:30 because she had a pitching lesson that day.
Oh, okay.
So we had pitching lesson at like 7 o'clock. And so by the time we got out there, it was like 8:30, which was great because the sun was pretty much down and
it was so damn hot yesterday.
It was a cool, like there was a lot of lightning going on around us. So we weren't even sure that it was going to even happen, but it was far enough away that nothing happened.
Pete Delkus was keeping us informed on the current weather situation of the Metroplex on Twitter. He's a good follow. Good follow on Twitter.
Yeah. So he's
funny. He's a funny guy too.
We did that on the 3rd. And then yesterday we just chilled at the house and we did fireworks ourselves. Like, cause we're right off kind of like a main road, right?
Isn't that illegal?
It is.
Okay.
So, but we don't get anything like big. We're not busting out mortars and things like that, right?
Sparklers and shit.
Sparklers and
some
like
Roman candles.
No Roman candles, but like ones you just put on the ground and the fountains and things like that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just something like
you
that.
Can get from like Walmart or something. Well, not Walmart, but like a small little pack of like at the fireworks stand, right?
Yeah. Just go there. You get of course you get a nice collection of the ones that poop. You light them and they poop, or the snake.
Oh, the snake. It's a classic. The classic snake.
We'll grab a few smoke bombs and things like that, but nothing big. But I did.
Any black cats?
We did, but we didn't put them off because by the time we got out there, it was like almost 12 o'clock at night. So
you didn't like light it and chunk it out in the road, like the main road and shit. No. That's kind of hood rat stuff we got going on around here. Like somebody was firing off mortar shells at 12:30 last night, about a street and a half away, because I was in the pool. Because I was out in the sun for that long, where I'm like, you know what, I'm going to the pool,
right? And
so we hit the pool at like 12:30. Well, about 2.5 hours. So we already been outside for like 2.5 hours drinking. All of a sudden, kaboom!
Oh yeah, no, there was people. We were good because we're like, we're not concerned because everyone's firing off all around us.
Yeah,
we're like, we're good this year.
Jesus.
I did have the living. I thought I was gonna die at one point.
Always
scared the living crap out of me. Like. So we light them all right and we're done. Got them all kind of thrown over on like the side and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm standing there and one of them like relit somehow and there were still some in it.
Oh,
and it started firing off like right by me, like right next. Dude, I jumped so freaking high. It was ridiculous. Freaked the living crap out of me.
Like when that mouse ran at me.
Dude. It was
what fired off? Do you know?
It was one of the fountains.
It
was one of those, and
Jesus.
it just started just shooting them. I'm like, I'm jumping. The kids are freaking out. They're like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine." It didn't get me, but like I was right there. Like, and this was a firework that had.
You're lucky you didn't have like a heart attack or something.
Dude, it was
you know what I mean? Like some of that shit's really scary where now my ticker, I can feel it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Like I definitely had a little bit of an out of body experience type thing. But it was one that we set it off like 15 minutes before that. Like it was done.
It's just
done.
Sitting there.
Just
God.
And luckily I had it pointing that way because I just kicked them over in a pile, right?
Right.
And luckily, it wasn't facing the other way where the kids were sitting and the mother-in-law was sitting, where they're just sitting there where they ain't going to be able to do anything. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. What about you? What did you guys do?
I didn't do anything on the 3rd because it's not the 3rd doesn't matter to me. It's just a Monday. So yesterday we didn't do. We hung out and then we hung out at the pool most of the day, and then we decided, hey, let's go to the went to the Rough Rider game and hung out there. Part of the attendance record, I'll say that was me and my fat ass was out there for the attendance record. But it was so damn hot though, not even like you're just sitting there, you're not miserable, but you realize there's a roof in Arlington.
Oh, yeah.
But I told Lizzie this. I said, this is what I miss about going to Ranger games. I was like, I miss
sweating your ass off.
I miss sitting out in the sun, being outside in the heat and stuff like that. But I had a couple Millers. They ran out of Millers in the one booth I was going to. Unrelated. I don't know. I only had like one officer, and but no. Then they had to give us a couple other beers. But I had a good time. Fireworks are cool. There's a lot of weird people that go to that Frisco Rough Riders game.
Was there any MLB players out there? Anyone doing a rehab assignment or anything like that?
No, I don't think so.
No.
We could have seen Corey Seager a couple months ago. He was out there. That's what I was telling Lizzie. I was like, watch these guys come rehabbing through here. There's your boy DLC.
Yeah, run DLC.
And
0 for 2.
But no, it was good. But the downside is you got a bunch of idiots out there that stand up. They got kids and shit that they're working with. So they bring like 30 kids with them. And they'll stand up, they'll come down and they'll stand up right in front of you as they're like handing shit out. It won't just sit down. And like, I think they're just oblivious to everything else. Or maybe they got the blinders on because they're parents of young children or whatever. But yeah, people stand up for no damn reason out there. Like, it's just ridiculous. I'm like, just what the hell?
Ever get the wave going on?
I was going to say that we got the wave. So I went the first time I went, no wave, nothing like that. And this time, as we're sitting there, someone's starting to get it going from the right field. I go, that's going to make it down the line. I was like, let's keep an eye out for that, because we were talking like the 6th, 7th inning.
So how do you feel about the wave at games?
I don't mind it. I'm kind of okay. And it's the 4th of July. It's you're supposed to be, it's a holiday. Fun. You're supposed to be having fun. There's an abundance amount of kids at these things and they love the wave. So the chance starts going to catch on. Right. And so it flutters out a couple times around home plate. And then finally here it comes. They get it going, come all the way around, go around. It went around like 3 or 4 times. Like, nice. Son of a bitch went around 3 or 4 times. The game's going on. The dude's striking guys out and shit as we're doing. I'm like, yeah, let's go. But no, I'm not against it. As much of a party pooper I am, I just was like, but I didn't stand up this time. Like, I didn't get up. But usually I'll stand up and go, woohoo.
Because that's the one thing that I've never really understood about the huge hatred that Texas Rangers fans and stuff have for the wave, where they're like, ban the wave, don't do the wave, this is dumb, why are you doing the wave? Because we're at a game where we're trying to have fun.
Yeah, what?
Like,
you're just trying to have fun.
Does it hurt you?
Well, don't do it. Who cares?
Yeah.
The guy in front of me was kind of a prick to him and his idiot ass wife. They did, like, he wouldn't do it. Like, he'd purposely do it either 20 seconds before it got there or 20 seconds after. I'm like, this guy's fucking idiot. But you know what? That's the kind of people they are, though, was they stepped up. So we're on the edge. We're on the end. I only get in, me, I'm not sitting in the middle. So we're on the edge. And there's 2 people that are in front of me on the edge, and they're on the edge. His dumbass wife looks up at us and then steps up over the seat to come into our row and make us stand up. And Lizzie's like, and so after that happens, and she goes, that's the last time that's happening. Hey, didn't have to worry again. I don't know what happened. I didn't have to worry about it one more time. But I was like, what the hell's your thought process where you're like, someone's got to get up? And why the hell?
I'm going to make this other row that I'm not on stand up.
Which was crazy. I don't know where the 2 people that were sitting next to me.
That's where you look at them and you go, next row, buddy.
Yeah, go one more up. Hey, since you're in for a hike, keep it moving.
Keep going there, Chief.
But oh my God, it was so wild. It was, let's see, fireworks are cool, but have you ever had orange soda?
I have.
Man, it's been a while. I had a Fanta, I think, here recently. Yeah, because it was at one of those Coke machines.
Fanta,
you can pick whatever you want.
Sunkist?
Oh, Sunkist hits good.
It's good.
It's so damn. I can taste it now.
So
just
good.
thinking about it.
Just hits that spot.
Yeah, tastes like this.
No, it doesn't. It does not. You watch your mouth.
Do you think more players or more fans are at this game or at the WNBA game tonight for the Dallas Wings?
At what? We have 2 games on. So tell me which one.
This is the Summer League.
So the Summer League game, I would say more at the Summer League. Is Wimby playing?
He's on this team. I don't see him out there. I don't think he's not going to play in the Summer League.
I thought he was.
He'll start maybe for a minute and then be done. But
yeah.
But I don't have a problem with the wave. As you know me, I'm like anti everything, but I was loosened up and I was like, you know what? It's a holiday. We're here to have fun. And it's a minor league game and we're just, it's bits. Every inning's a bit.
Minor league is bit. Yeah.
Mr. T was there last night.
What?
Not the real guy. An imitation of Mr. T. We'll call him Mr. Q. Mr. Q was there.
Lowercase T.
Yeah, lowercase T was there. He's a little bit shorter, but he was full on Clubber Lang. Like he had the crazy shorts on and shit. And
was he coming in with those floppers? Thank you so much for those 200.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. But there's bits, right? There's races, there's balloons being chunked in the air or water balloons, and kids got a kid like ate like 4 of them in the face. Like they're drilling the shit out of these kids.
Did they play on the video board? Homeboy going in the face.
Yeah. And you know, that is one of the fun things about it, where you're sitting there and if you, especially if you have kids, but even as an adult, we're just sitting there, we're laughing and giggling and shit like that.
Just
one of their mascots dressed up as Teddy Roosevelt and shit. Like it's got a mustache and a little monocle and stuff. There's like 15 mascots out there running around. I don't even know what the hell I don't even know what their mascot is.
It's like a Mavs game. There's so many bits at a Mavs game. You got the fat dancers, you got the drum line, you got the dancing, the girl dancers, you got the cheerleaders.
Oh yeah, they're separate, right?
You've got the horse mascot and the basketball head guy mascot.
They just really they keep you busy. They keep you busy, and I think it's a great thing.
Sensory overload.
Yeah,
but that's what you gotta do. You want to appeal to the youth, right?
Yeah,
that's what they want.
But yeah, it was cool, chill, like I said, and then we got out of there, and now I just jumped the curb to get out of there.
Okay,
I'm not waiting in line, and so I think it was great. You know, it was real nice, real chill evening. Like I said, then as I'm coming home, going up this road over here, this backyard looks like it's on fire. Someone has set off like commercial grade fireworks out of their backyard. I'm talking shit that's huge, like mortars and stuff. I mean, it's crazy. And so I slowed down. I go, fuck, I might as well watch one more show before I get home. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, they're going to light their house on fire.
That's crazy. Cause like we've been dry for a little bit. I mean, we've had a little bit of rain here or there.
Yeah.
But like, even with us, like just doing like the sparklers and the fountains and that, I still had the hose out.
You got to be responsible.
I had the hose out before we did anything. I sprayed the area.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because we're right there by one of our trees. It's the best place to do it, even though it's next to a tree. Spray the tree down, spray all the grass around down. You know, after every couple, just give it a good another little spray. Make sure it kind of stays wet. I'm not trying to.
Sounds like you should have hosed down that pile a little bit better there, bud.
Dude, after that, I grabbed that hose and I just spraying. This goes, I think it's good. I go, nope.
It's going in a bucket and it's going to get filled up to the top. Let's knock this out.
I'm ready for the next one. This one's not bad.
So this is a Fair State Brewing Cooperative. You got Roselle.
Yeah.
It's a hibiscus sour.
It's like a wine.
Yeah, that's what it tastes like.
It really is.
It's got a little bit, almost like a white wine or something like that. But yeah,
it's got that sourness in it for sure. It's a sip. Like it's better if you take sips of it versus like big swigs, like I just did.
Like me, yeah.
Not great for the big swigging. All right, what we got next?
I like big swigging.
Party Forward. This is the IPA.
Okay.
This is a hazy IPA coming in at 6% alcohol by volume. Next 4th of July, pour lighter fluid on your sparkler and light it with a match. Be a man.
That sounds terrible.
That
sounds like not a great idea.
Yeah.
You know, like, so when we used to go to Kentucky or whatever for the 4th, you know, they've always like.
There's no rules in there.
Yeah, you can kind of do whatever you want. And it's not like, you know, no one's coming to check on you.
Plus, if the cops show up, their odds are they're in your family, right? Like,
yeah.
You're related somehow.
Yeah. There's one way or another. I'm related to these people.
2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 8th cousin, whatever.
I generally just tell them who's my dad, and then things are left alone. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that's just one of those things, which is cool. So I got that going for me. But yeah, no, it's you go out. Like, you know, my grandmother lives in a cul-de-sac, and then like my dad lives off in the like the country kind of, and even my mom, she lives out in the country. So you can fire off anything you want to fire off. Because one, you can fire guns anyways, because you're actually, you know, where you're at, you can shoot guns. So fuck, you can fire off any goddamn. I mean, there's bombs and shit going on.
You shoot guns, but you can't shoot off fireworks. That's where we draw the line.
And you know, it's not dry, and unless there's like I've never been out there where it hasn't rained all. You know, it rains once or twice a week out there, summertime, you know, and everything's nice and lush and
it's
green.
Not like it's here in Texas.
And that's why I don't like firing off fireworks. I haven't done it in the house around here.
I don't recommend doing it in the house. Yeah. That's something for the outside. The
well,
house
I used to light them in the house back when I was a kid, when I lived in the duplex, right? Because the kitchen's only 15 feet away from the front door. So and we didn't have lighters. We're broke. We're poor. Well, we had electric stove.
You light it on the stove and chunk it out the door.
We're like this, and then we get one step and chunk it. And if you don't make it, or if it's a quick fuse and it goes off in the house, and then when your mom gets home at 7:00, she's like, "What the hell's that smell?" I'm like, I don't know, man. because she knows damn well we had fireworks announced because that's when we drove back through Tennessee.
Right.
We'd always stop.
This is delicious.
We'd always stop. So, I mean, I got to take a picture of it real quick.
Yeah, this is delicious. This is a good one.
It looks groovy.
Yeah. Party forward.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Sounds like party down.
It's like a party rock.
Party rock?
Party rock is in the house.
Why do I have 3 text messages? 3 text messages, man. Like, it's not.
George Michael will be like, hey, Dad, what you doing?
What are you up to?
Hey.
I wouldn't mind him coming by. I don't, like I told him, I was like, I don't have a problem with that. And then, like, Liz, they talked to Lizzie, and he's like, hey, I'm thinking about coming by. He's like, your dad's not gonna be able to spend time with you tonight, right? You know what I mean? It's like you picked a one day. You were off yesterday. You could have came by. You could have came by all day.
You've got 6 other days of the week to come by.
You could have came by today if you were off, and we were hanging around the house, and then we went and got some lunch. That's really all we did today. We didn't do anything. We relaxed. This is Lizzie's first day of vacation, and we just chilled.
There's a thing about kids when there's like one day of the week where you're like, hey, you can't do this on this one day of the week, right? Mm-hmm. That's the one day. Like the oldest kid, I tell her, hey, you can do laundry Monday through Saturday. Sundays is the day that I do laundry. I do my laundry. I do Liz's laundry. I wash the towels. Wait,
you don't do your kids' laundry?
No.
Why not?
The oldest one? No, she does her own.
Oh, she wants to do her own.
No,
hey, there you go.
Oh, run DLC with that solo 455-foot home run.
Oh, Jesus.
TJ love that guy.
TJ sent us something. Another big.
The big old.
Big old rooster.
But no, the oldest, I stopped doing laundry for her when she kept bringing me her laundry, and there was folded clothes in there from the last time.
Oh, okay.
And so it was one of those where it's like, hey, take care of your clothes. Just bring me your dirty laundry. Stop putting your clean laundry in there because you don't want to put it up.
Just to clean their room. They just throw it back in there and bring it back in.
Gave her several opportunities. Yeah. And so she's been doing her own laundry for like 8 years now.
Nice.
Because of that. So
nice. Yeah, we had the same issue. And it was like one of those things where like, all right, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to go buy your own detergent and you're going to do your own laundry.
I didn't do the detergent.
You're not going to waste. You're not going to waste mine. Well, we have the pods, so I'm like, each load is a load. It's how many we have or whatever. So if we're rewashing clothes that aren't dirty, that's just a big waste.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I can't. This is when the dad kicks in me. We ain't wasting that kind of shit around here. I don't know why. I waste money on everything else.
Hey, but you know what? As soon as she started doing her own laundry, all of a sudden she had a lot less dirty clothes. Now I am going to say she's probably wearing some dirty clothes every once in a while.
Oh God,
but. Whatever, not my problem anymore.
I hear you. Yeah, no, I've done laundry for a long time because I had to have control over it because and once we got everything switched over to pods, because Lizzie would put just go with the powder. I mean, big OS. I'm like, it has measuring levels on there to how much water and how much water you're supposed to use.
Powdering forever. We use the liquid.
I used to love powder. I used to love it. It smelled great. Foams up wonderful, but the liquid but she'd go all the way to the top of whatever. I go, that's got levels. I was like, you got to read because if not, I go, and so I got sensitive skin. I don't play that shit, and it'll make my skin itch, or it'll make your clothes feel if you use too much soap with just like with anything else, right? You use too much of anything, it ain't good. And so I was like, nah, you know what? I'll handle from here. I was like, I'll do it myself.
I got it. Yeah. No, the laundry is my thing. I do it.
It's fun.
I do it for me. I do it for Liz. Yeah. Kinsey, I'm still washing hers. She's had a couple of there's been a couple times where she's brought me some clean clothes. I'm like, look, kid,
I love that booger sugar.
If you keep doing this, and I made her do her laundry once.
We're getting some rooster shots from
so many. I mean, my phone old school sending them now.
Old school sending rooster shots now. Oh yeah, but no, I do like it. I think I got it. Like my dad used to do it for all of us. It was just one of his things, and he used to use the cheapest effing detergent. I mean, he had it in a damn drum. It was in there. I was like, Dad, I can't use this. Don't use it anymore. My skin's itching because I got sensitive skin.
You do,
and all that kind of stuff. So if it's crazy, then I itch, and it just feels so uncomfortable. Hey, boy, he's just sitting there. Fucking.
I don't use the cheapest stuff, but I use the Arm & Hammer.
I would have bet my life you were going to say Arm & Hammer.
Yeah, I use it. It's not the cheapest out there, right? It's not the most expensive. But that's what we use, and I always make sure I always get the same kind. Because if you switch, you can have some issues and things like that. And Liz has some skin issues, from time to time.
I think is the amount that fixed it. So like the super pods or whatever that one, that's all I need now. Yeah, I know I can actually use whatever. I did free and clear for the longest time, just because it's like, dude, I can't handle it.
But no, so I do that. the towels. I have the youngest one. She folds the towels.
Oh,
that's one of her jobs is folding the towels when I'm done. So, but
yeah,
that's Sundays. That's the day that because typically, I've got X number of weeks where I'm at home watching football anyways, right?
Yeah.
So Sundays is just my day to do laundry.
Smacked him right in the head. Ain't nothing you can do about that.
He's standing there waiting for him to stand up just in case.
Yeah.
Hey, you know why he got hit in the head? Because he's got that dumb mitten on.
I mean, it's the ball came in. It wasn't like he did it. He didn't do it on purpose.
That's just where
he had to lay that tag down somewhere.
Yeah.
We had that stupid mitten and that dumb bun. Hey, how about you cut a haircut, hippie?
Here's the problem. You got that. You're wearing that stupid mitten and you're sliding feet first. And that hand's all the way up here.
I got some special gradient for sensitive skin of yours. Just call it mayonnaise. Oh, God. That sounds like when I'm trying to sell something to Lizzie. I go, hey, baby. I got some stuff.
It sounds like he's describing semen.
Yeah. The guy's he's
very aggressive.
Yeah. He went streaming. He was streaming the other day.
I saw that pop up and I was like,
I popped in to say hi or whatever. And, the thing was I was sitting there playing. He was playing Fortnite. I'm sitting there playing Fortnite. And he's like, yeah, everybody wants to play. I'm just sitting there trucking right along. I'm like, nah. I was like,
good, bro.
Well, I haven't played in forever, but he made me, it was like, oh, I want to go play. And so I saw it. I go, you know what? Let me log on. And of course I had a little update, but I haven't played 1 second. So I jumped in and I just started, you know what? I'm going to do these missions, but I'm going to do them in Rumble. I don't want to play with, and I got like 3 invites from people while I was just trying to sit there. And I'm like, it's not like I'm ignoring you, but you have to understand how I game now. I don't game sitting there for hours. I play a game, then I get up and wander off.
Right.
Like with Rocket League, right? I'll sit there, I'll play a match or two, and I get up and I go sit in the living room for like 30 minutes. So it's like, me playing with other people right now is just not something that it's not even worth anybody's time. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be like, well, all right, I'll see you later. You know what I mean? So, which I feel bad about, but it's for me, it's so boring right now. Even Rocket League. I played Rocket League just because I still need to keep going because I am ranked. And so with certain divisions, I used to be ranked like pretty high with Snow Day and Rumble, but now I don't even play those much anymore. And I miss those because those are the ones that got those little tricky things where you can be better than what you are. You know what I mean? So like, when I'm playing Rumble, there's a lot of extra like powers and shit. And like all these purists, they don't play it. And so I can work my way around and be like top. I think I was like top 200. I think at one point.
Okay, look at you.
Yeah. But I just don't play much anymore, and it sucks. It really does suck.
I miss I'm so busy with everything that we do and all the other stuff I have going on. I just don't get a chance to sit down and play much anymore.
Yeah.
Right. And it sucks because I miss playing. And I just I don't know. I just think I just need to sit down and make some time or something like that and just play.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you a question. Pitchers of beer. I went to I got drugged to this place today, kicking and screaming. And then I noticed they had $8 pitchers.
I'm in.
Right? Didn't I seem relatively cheap? But when they brought it
back in my mid-20s, it was like $5 pitchers, and that was cheap. So inflation, right? Inflation. If it was $5, what? 18 years ago?
Well, here's my question. Do you know how many ounces were in those pitchers?
No.
Because the one I got brought to me wasn't very big. It was like a 30, it said 32 ounces. I go, 32 ounces, huh? I go, so 2 pints. But I was like, $8.
No, that's not right.
16 ounces pints.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just the pitchers that I used to get.
It'd be like
beers,
it'd be like 64 ounces.
I thought so.
Yeah. And so that's why I was like, well, but I thought about it, and so I poured the beers, and then I made a mess because the fucking spout on it was like this, like it's the whole mouth, and then it's got a spout like a bird's beak, and shit went everywhere. And so I dumped out half of it in one glass and foamed up and shit. And then once I was working with less liquid, I was able to pour the second one. So I gave it to Liz. I go, here you go. But then I had the other one. So we essentially had 2.5 drinks each.
Okay.
Or 1.5 drinks each. And so I was like, oh, okay, it's not bad for $8. And we had lunch and whatever. But I remember pitchers being bigger. But when it said $8, I go, $8, I'm in, I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm
as
in.
soon as you said it, I was like, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
The last time I had pitchers of beer.
I love pitchers.
I was at Broncos with Mike Graham and the Knob.
All right.
Like they hit me up. They're like, hey, we're going to Broncos. You want to come? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And this was like, this was a while ago, and we were drinking a ton of like high alcohol content beers.
Really? Oh, boy.
And
that's not good for you.
Oh no, I mean, so I go and
it's delicious. What's going on?
I'm drinking these pitchers of Coors Light, right? And it's just like water. Like I'm just knocking them back. And like Mike's like, "You all right? You gonna be good to drive home?" I was like, "Bro,
I'm not even feeling it."
I honestly, I'm not. And like we're like 10 pitchers in or something like that, and I'm just like, "Yeah, no, bro, I'm good." Like
even when you go to like say like Hooters or whatever, and Hooters has that crazy thing in the middle, so then you're really, I mean, and they give you the mugs. I swear to God, they're 10-ounce mugs. And so you think you're getting more. I don't even know what's a good deal anymore and what's not. But I remember Razzoos would have like a pitcher, and it was like $12, if not maybe 15. But it was a pitcher. It was huge. And so we got laid off. When we all got laid off, we all went to Razzoos during the middle of the day. When we swamped this place, they had like 1-2 servers because it's noon.
We did that at Sparks. When we got laid off at Triad.
Yeah.
Everybody went there like as soon as they opened up. And there was one bartender there because it was like a Tuesday.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
and so we just swamped the damn place. And it's like, well, what can I get? And I go, well, I don't, just give me a pitcher. He goes, yeah, you want any glasses? He goes, no, I'm good, man. And so that was my drink. I go, well, I'm sitting here. And so I'm like, I ain't Leslie with me. So she's taking me home.
Yeah. Back in the day, they wouldn't do that. You always had to take 2 mugs with you.
Yeah. Well, no, I just walked off.
Because it was, well, they give it to you like, here, you got,
Yeah.
And like when they would do that to us at Broncos, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do, because I don't want to get kicked out of Broncos because we were there like every night of the damn week.
Yeah. We used to go to Razzoos all the time. That was our spot.
What would I do if I couldn't go to Broncos back then? Like,
right.
I'd have to go to a new bar. What's that?
That's always a thing where you have to keep that in the back of your mind. Like you're like, I can't get kicked out of this place because I come here so often.
Because I'm going to be here tomorrow.
And I'm coming back.
Like I want to come tomorrow because tomorrow's $4 crowning down. So I got to be here, right?
You can pour 6 beers out of a pitcher back in the day. Now 3. That's what I'm saying. I swear to God, if you bought a pitcher of beer, you were pouring 4 to 6 drinks. You were going around the fucking table with that thing.
Dude, yeah, we used to.
And it's like, everybody got a drink. Like, oh, yeah, here we go. Everybody take a big swig real quick and then finish it off. Say, hey, we'll take another one.
Yeah. Like,
I know, right? Old school. See, old school.
That's
knows.
one of those things that, like, if I even tried to, I could never tell you how many pitchers of beer that, like, I've actually ordered because, like, back in the day at Broncos, like, I moved out to Abilene for a while. And so I would come once a month. I would come down here to go visit my friends on the weekend and spend the weekend down here. And would run up like a $200 tab, mostly on $5 pitchers.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Because you're just, but yeah. So
waitress, so cheap.
Waitress comes by, he's like, "Hey, you need anything?" I was like, "Yeah, I need 5 pitchers." Like, she's like, yeah. It was great when you had like a new waitress who didn't know you. She was, yeah, I need 5 pitchers. What?
Yeah.
And she'd kind of look over at the other waitress, like, yeah, give him.
And if they didn't have the pitchers, they had the Tower of Power. You know what I mean?
Ojos
Locos and other places like that. Even like Zena. Remember, do you ever go to Zena?
I don't think so.
So
sounds fancy.
No, it's just a little Thai Japanese restaurant or whatever. Yeah, but they had a crazy, super, like crazy happy hour, like quarter beers, 50-cent beers, like that, and then like awesome appetizers,
like College Town shit.
It's bonkers. And so you get like this, Tower of Power for like $9, and I'm like, yeah, give me that and get us all glasses. Then go ahead and fill up another one. Because we're going to need it here pretty soon. She goes, Are you sure? I go, if you want to sit here and wait and watch me pour all these beers out, we're about to go through them. And so I was like, I love those things.
There was a couple times with us out at Ojos Locos where we would order a Tower of Power. We usually order 2.
Yeah.
And then we're like, all right, we need another one. And she's like, well, I can't get you another one right now. We're like, why? Like, well, because they're all dirty. I got to wait for you guys to finish one. So we could go and wash it and then we'll refill it for you. Like, God bless.
Like, you guys are not planning accordingly.
You don't have enough here. Okay. Yeah.
That was such a fun place. I couldn't even think. So the building next to it is being knocked out or it's already knocked down, but I don't remember what was even there. And it's not Silver City because Silver City's still connected to it. But I don't know what. Oh, you know what? Ojos Locos is the other one across town. I'm talking about what's that other one that was right next to 8585? That's attached to Silver City. That was the same damn concept.
Bombshells.
There you go. Yeah. So, but there's another. That was another bar that was next to it. It got plastered.
Bombshells is where I'm pretty sure we got drugged that one time.
Most likely. Yeah, most likely. I mean, we went over there for like after a golf game once.
That's the day I'm talking about where we got drugged. Like,
no. We just had too much to drink.
I don't know, man. All I know is 1 minute I was good, and the next minute I was at home, and I was like, "What just happened?"
Jesus. All right. So what do we got to talk about tonight? We're already 48 minutes in.
So I got a couple of 4th of July things I want to talk to you about.
Sweet.
So one is let's get back into the fireworks and the drones.
Okay.
There are a lot of cities that are getting rid of fireworks shows in lieu of the drone show.
Okay.
Because it's
less money.
Probably. I don't know. But like better for the environment and the air quality and things like that. How do you feel about that? Like
I don't really care. I think Lizzie really likes fireworks and things like that, and I do like the boom every so often. Like someone got really
there were some that are
like
drone show, drone shows. I don't know when the last time you saw a drone show, but
I think I get bored after a certain amount of time. But it's same thing with fireworks shows, right? After 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you're done.
So I did notice this year, because I think I talked about last year how like firework technology like hasn't advanced at all.
Yeah, I mean
in the last whatever years. But I saw 2 new fireworks this year that I've never seen before.
Tell me.
So one, it popped and it was like a big ring, and it was like it was blinking like different colors.
Oh, okay.
So like it had like different ones that would go off at different times after it blew up, and it gave it the impression that it was blinking like as it's coming down, changing color. So it would go from like yellow to purple to blue, and it was kind of like alternating.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the other one was a smiley face.
Funny.
The fire goes off and it's the big circle and it's got the 2 eyes and the smile.
Nice.
And I was like, I looked at that, I go, that's new.
There you go. Yeah. Now I don't know. Here's my whole thing. I wouldn't care. And this is why I don't care. I go to fireworks shows. One, I don't like the 4th of July because of I love the 4th of July. If I could sit in my pool, hang out, cook, grill out, enjoy my day, all that kind of stuff, it's fine. I'm a happy guy. But it's the fact that now I got to go somewhere, find a place to park, go sit somewhere and watch a fireworks show that I don't really care to be at. That's the annoying part. And so, like, I used to just always fire up the Macy's, whatever that was on TV. I just watched one in New York, which is really cool because they got the music going and everything else. You're watching the show as a whole broadcast, I'm cool with that. I don't give a shit if it's drones or if it's fireworks in my local town. Like, I don't care.
I like what they did this year, where they do a drone show and then they go into the fireworks show and they have a little bit of fireworks going like during the drone show, right?
Yeah, they bounce off one another.
Right.
Yeah. Whiskey just wants to commit felonies.
M80s and mailboxes.
Yeah,
okay.
He just wants to commit felonies. That seems illegal, sir.
But I love the fireworks show. Like I love the smell of the fireworks. I love the boom. I love it's just cool, right? Yeah. And like you get that point where it was like the music that they had this year was a little bit different. Like,
oh yeah,
the whole first part was all like country music, right?
Vomit.
And it's just some hardcore like country type stuff, and I'm like, okay. And then it about almost like halfway through, it launched into the patriotic music, but it started off with Ray Charles' "America the Beautiful."
Oh, that's great. That's good.
Doesn't get any better than that, right?
They played that. They played the scene from the
Sandlot.
The Sandlot.
Yeah.
That night or during the game or whatever.
That song, it gives me chills every time I hear that song.
Damn great.
I absolutely love that song. So damn great. But the one thing that I will compliment them on was there was a couple songs that I did not hear that you always hear at fireworks shows.
I heard 2 of them and they were already played during the game, and I got a bunch of this isn't a knock against veterans or anything like that, but I had a couple older fellows that they got their little hat, they got their hat on and stuff like that. So they're standing up. Yeah, I mean, every time they get a chance and they want you to know that they're a veteran. You know what I mean? They go out of the way to kind of tell you. And I don't have a problem with that, but go ahead and tell me the name of the song.
So they did not play Firework by Katy Perry.
Oh, thank God for that.
Right?
Yeah.
No, hey, I'm not complaining about this. Okay.
Sounds like we're winning here, boys. All right.
Next. And they didn't play Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
They're like, nah, no hoes up in there.
And I thought it wasn't until like almost like the last song. It was like the second to last song.
Yeah.
Was Proud to Be an American.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, okay. God. I mean, the song beats me down, but if I only have to listen to it once a year, okay.
It whips me to no end.
It completely whips me.
God.
But yeah, I didn't hear either one of those 2 songs. So I was like,
I heard the Toby Keith one too. Like whatever, they played that one like once or twice.
Which one?
Proud to Be an American or something like that.
Toby Keith?
Yeah.
No, that's Lee Greenwood. Proud to Be American.
No, there's another version of that. It's like stand up. Yeah, I can tell you the song. But yeah, no, he did it right after. When Alan Jackson and like a couple other people, like as soon as 9/11 happened,
He released an American song.
Yeah, they went ahead.
Okay, yeah.
What do you say here? Let's see.
It's only if you get caught. Don't believe me. Ask O.J. Simpson.
OJ's not guilty
as
far as I'm concerned.
Probably book him on the show.
I don't want to. I'm nervous.
Like
the juice is loose.
We could probably book him. And you know who the other person is? We could probably book. And apparently, like if you just listen to everyone out there, all you have to do is just mention the name, and his dad will hit you up. Baby Gronk. Have you seen this? You got 2 different beers there, Chief.
Oh shit! I meant to grab one. You know what I was thinking? You and me, and different beers. Yeah.
You know who Baby Gronk is, right?
Yeah.
And his dad's like the biggest clown in the world.
They're about to get sued, is what they're about to get.
Gronk's getting ready to throw a little cease and desist on them, but ever since he did that interview on Barstool where they'd ask him a question, the kid they asked him, was like, I hear you're going to forego middle school and high school. How are you going to stay in shape? And he's like, how are you going to stay ready for, college?
The kid's like normal.
And the kid's like, oh, I'm just going to work out and stuff like this. Like, no. Tell him you're going to get massages from baddies. And he's like, all right, ask him the question again.
Oh, God. It's so terrible.
And then they just repeat the question. Toby Keith, American Soldier.
Yeah, American Soldier.
Courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Okay.
Yeah. The American Soldier one, they play that a couple times. It's not like I'm just hating on it or whatever. I'm just like, oh, my God. I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, oh, my God. I got some other thoughts. Maybe I'll put it on the Patreon. How about that?
There you go.
Yeah, I got some other thoughts. I don't want them out there, and I don't want them clipped. Well, I trust the 3 or 4 people on Patreon. I got to clip the shit.
I think 2 of them are old school, and the other one's you.
Yeah, I'm like, oh God, I just can't do it. All right, this got a lot of head on it, but it looks cool. I like it. Modern Times. Oh shit,
this is a Crankin' Flowers. This is a corn lager. 4.5% alcohol by volume.
It's a collab with Modern Times.
Oh yeah,
it has to be. I mean, it says Modern Times. I mean, that's not the name of it, obviously. Yeah, Cranking Homers. Modern Times has good beer, too. If I'm mistaken. I don't know if I'm mistaken or not. Maybe.
So I will go ahead and say that Party Forward was a delicious hazy IPA.
Very tasty. Very tasty.
Very, very good.
Yeah, I don't listen. So my whole thing is I don't listen to country music much anymore. And I know I just don't listen to mainstream country music. It's absolute shit. Because they play it on, if your song is country and they play it on fucking Kiss FM, it's not country music, right? They don't play fucking George Strait on Kiss FM. You know what I mean?
You got your country rap that's out there.
That is absolute shit garbage I heard it one time. I go, what the fuck is going on? I was like, how did we even get here? So I'm just like clicking away. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. And I love old country. A big fan of 60s, 70s, 80s, not even in the 90s.
Give me some old school George Strait or Garth Brooks.
Yeah, no. So Garth Brooks is the guy that killed country music. He killed it. He killed it in the 90s. He did
his older stuff.
Well, no, even his older stuff was borderline whatever.
Yeah,
but he's got some classic stupid shit that Hicks like, and it's like, I just don't like it.
Red Mercury's in the house. What is going on?
What's up, brother?
Red?
How you doing?
Country music is a big no for me. Yeah,
the stuff I listen to is the stuff that most people don't. That not from around here don't know about. I listen to like Red Dirt music and stuff like that. And even if I do, it's bands that you don't know who they are. You don't know who these people are. And they're just a little bit more, whatever. Like Randy Rogers, right? Like I love him. He a lot of his songs are just love songs or just kind of feel good songs, shit like that. But they're not stupid shit.
I like me a little bit of Chris Stapleton.
Oh yeah.
I get down a little Chris Stapleton.
Give me some older Chris Stapleton action. Some Jamie Johnson. I don't.
There's not a lot that I like.
Yeah.
Like I'm very, very limited when it comes to country music.
Whiskey Myers guy. I like Whiskey Myers.
But yeah, I think recently it would be like Chris Stapleton would be something that I'd listen to.
That's as far as out as I go, because now I listen to, I'm going back to listen to the old stuff that I listened to when I was in high school and college and whatnot, like Blink-182, Newfound Glory and stuff like that. I'll go back to that any day of the week, or even like I told you, I listen to Korn, Limp Bizkit, what the hell, Disturbed.
Down with the Sickness,
dude. You're talking about all these old bands, and I'm like, I prefer that music now.
I've been introducing a lot of that to Kinsey.
Yeah,
and so we'll do a thing where I'll have a playlist and I'll play some sort of like punk type music or whatever. Blink, some older Green Day, not any of the newer stuff where we got like super political, but like Dookie.
Yeah, I don't listen. That's the whole reason why I don't listen to them anymore.
Right.
They just went,
and that's kind of why Dookie was
it was
phenomenal.
Good. It's like 93,
right?
94.
Somewhere around there. But yeah, so like I could play a Blink song, even a song that she hasn't heard, and she'll be sitting there, she'll be listening. I'll be like, "Do you know who this is?" She goes, "Hold on, Dad, I got to hear him sing."
No, nice.
And as soon as they start singing in Blink, well, that's Blink, Dad. She could tell me. She could pick them out. She could pick Green Day out.
Shit.
Now we're talking the right genre. That's right, Red.
Damn it. I knew today was like, when we started talking about that, obviously, Blink-182 is at American Airlines, and we were supposed to go. And so I was like, I can't remember if it was the 5th or the 6th. And I was like, let me look real quick or whatever, because I already had I kind of found some tickets. But yeah, damn it. But anyway.
Whiskey said, give me some Slayer, Sum 41, and Lamb of God. I don't know if is that supposed to be Sun 41?
Some.
Or is that different than Sum 41?
Yeah,
I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's a little bit different than Slayer and Lamb of God. That's a little.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a weird.
You know, I've been really enjoying is going back to like the 80s and shit like that. We went to Snuffers today, and they were playing like old shit from the 80s. So Lizzie's just sitting there singing the whole damn time and doing like old, they even had some Tears for Fears and some other shit going on.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
I was like, it's not a bad mix they got going here. And they've done the same thing at like Torchy's Tacos the last handful of times we've been out there. It's been like mid to late 80s mix. And it's like, we're sitting there having some beers, having some tacos, watching some game on. I'm like, well, it's pretty damn good, but I can't get with the new shit.
Here he comes.
I can't get with the new shit. And as new as I get now is like, I do like Post Malone. I do like his new stuff, but that's really about as modern.
I don't know that I've heard any. I haven't listened to any of his new.
Yeah.
New stuff.
I get it through Spotify, and because I don't listen to the radio. When I listen to the radio now, if I listen to the Edge,
I listen to the Ticket, or I'm doing Amazon Music.
I don't get it. The shit that I hear, I'm like, this sounds like garbage. I feel bad. Like, I really do feel bad. And there's a reason that the kids nowadays, they go back to like our generation of music and the generation before ours, and they just fucking speed it up or slow it down. And then now that's their hit. You know what I mean? Like their generation, the music that is being put out right now. And I'm not going to name any names of any artists or whatever, because I don't give a shit, but it's such crap that they go back 40 years, slow it down or speed it up. And that's a hit. You don't fucking believe me? Check out TikTok or Instagram. Go check out that and YouTube and whatnot and see what's trending. See what the hell the song is. Guarantee you're gonna be like, I know that song.
I will say, so there is a newer artist.
They do
a new artist that I guilty little pleasure of mine. I'll probably catch crap for it, but I don't mind a little Ed Sheeran.
I haven't heard anything in the last 10 years, 15 years of his. Yeah, I have no idea. That redheaded guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I don't mind me a little Ed Sheeran. I don't mind the whole singer-songwriter type thing, He's a newer guy that I enjoy stuff. And he's a fun guy. Like, if you catch like some of his stuff that he does, it's like not his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He does like some remakes of like some rap type stuff and things like that.
Okay.
He's done a lot of collabs with a lot of rap artists and that.
Yeah, I mean, I know who he is, but I couldn't name a song. Yeah. Like, I don't know any of his songs.
Yeah, if you heard them, you would know them.
I would assume
he's got some music that you hear it and you're like, okay.
I somehow keep up with music, and it's all about posting reels now. That's how I know what music is, like what is what, because I don't hear it any other time. And if I'm in the car, like I said, I'm not listening to that shit. So I'm like,
no, I don't.
I'm not listening to whatever Cardi B's putting out or anybody else. Yeah, I'm just like, no,
I'll rock some Newfound Glory. I mean, I guess like a new artist that I listen to, but they play none of it's their stuff. Punk Rock Factory.
Yeah. Well, even even the artists now, it's not their own shit. They're sampled every fucking thing on the earth. I mean, you sit there and listen to a song, you're like, no, this song was back from like 1982. That's the beat. The beat is from this song, and that song was better than this piece of shit.
I was listening to Ice Cube was on with the Hardline the other day.
Yeah.
And they were asking him about because Jake was asking him about all these people that they do these. The rap artists are doing this stuff with orchestras behind them.
Oh, nice.
And not the DJ and things like that. And they asked him what he thought about that and if he'd ever do it. He goes, man, I can't do that because of all the stuff that I do. It's like sampled. He goes, the closest, the only group that I could do that with would be the Roots. He said he's played with the Roots before, and like he was like, I can't remember what the song was.
And it's not even orchestra. You're talking about three guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's totally like, you can do it with.
But he was like, but they can play it to a T. Like they play it exactly how the track is. Now you need to check out the lyrical, great Aussie singer-songwriter. I'll write that down.
Put that down. Maybe do a little review on it.
Gotcha, Red. Yeah. I'll check it out.
No, even now, like even you hear they'll mash up like not even artists, but like people who are musicians on like Instagram or this and that, and they're sitting there doing like all of a sudden they're mixing in two of our like iconic songs from like the 90s for us, and we're like, oh, we know both of these beats, and they're like, oh, they combine, oh, it's great. And it's like, yeah, each song is phenomenal, and you mash them together. Yeah, it's like 1996 Kiss FM. You know, was it Green Day and Wonderwall or Green Day and Oasis? Yeah, no Oasis, shit, they're good.
Oasis beats me down.
Yeah, I'm like,
can't stand Oasis.
That's because you heard it too many times. You got to listen to other shit.
I never liked Oasis. Like just from I don't know. There was just something about them.
Wonderwall's not even my favorite song from them.
Gosh, I hate that song.
Yeah, it's not even a favorite of mine.
You know what?
It's like 4.
The thing with that is like, so they were like huge back then, right? When, especially when Wonderwall came out.
Yeah.
And I didn't like Wonderwall, but I still got the CD because it was part of the whole my Columbia house. You know, I got like 15 CDs for 10 cents or whatever it was. And so I was like, oh, I ran out of stuff. So I picked that. And like, I tried listening a few times. It's just like, yeah, no, I just can't do it. Don't forget Incubus.
So good.
Incubus was
and their live shit's even better. Like you get it unplugged. If you catch like MTV Unplugged, I know that's weird talk to people, but
I think we might have to ditch the baseball for the after show tonight and just play some old school shit. Like
what is it called? I think I Miss You by Incubus Unplugged, where it's just him. It's just Brandon.
Dude, there was nothing better than like the MTV Unplugged series. Like
I was sitting there I was telling Leslie about it last night because they were playing like every
that
walk-up song was like bonkers.
That and Storytellers on VH1
or Sunday night hip hop Sunday night, you know, shit like that. But yeah, no, I was like, you know what these kids need? I go, these kids would be better off if they had actual songs on MTV. If they had music videos on MTV.
Well, they have music videos. They're all on YouTube.
Yeah. I go, if these kids knew anything about it, they know more about this goddamn music and stuff like that. Yeah. It's like, oh my God.
Old school said Rage Against the Machine.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too political, but I like to rock out to
that. That was my big, like, they're super political, but
it's like
they put out some jams.
It's like, dude, it's a great song. But here's the thing. I don't give a shit. And we're not on the same level. We're not in the same place. And I don't give a shit what you got to say. But I'll listen to your music.
I could either do politics or sports, and I chose sports. Okay.
I can't do
I can only be passionate about one thing.
I can't do it.
And it's sports. Sports takes up the brain.
Yeah, no, Green Day now, if it ever comes on, it's an auto pass.
Yeah,
like, oops, gotta go.
I think it was like American Idiot was where they lost me.
Yeah.
Because that was just so political. But like Dookie was the first CD I bought. No, wait. Dookie was the first CD that I got. So for Christmas, I got my CD player, you know, my boombox with the CD player.
Yeah.
And Dookie was the CD that my mom got me.
What year was that? 94? Okay.
And then the first CD I went and bought was the Weezer The Blue Album.
Ah, nice.
So
is that the sweater?
Yeah. Buddy Holly, the sweater, just a great album.
It's rocking.
Just a great album.
Yeah, I think even now, like I just zone out when shit gets. I'm like, all right, I'm out. I'm just out. Like,
Rage. I liked how it sounds. Never really listened to the words.
Yeah, much. It sounds great, right? It's like you know, they're trying to get their point across. Ain't nobody listening to their shit. Like, but they're listening to music and like getting all wound up and having fun. I remember when Rage the Machine was on Celebrity Deathmatch. That was my most fun I had with him.
I absolutely love
R.I.P. Judge
that's
Mills.
Something needs to come back, right? Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah, R.I.P. Judge
I
Mills.
would like for them to bring that back. But yeah,
let's get it on.
Because like you had that one song where the last like minute and a half they couldn't play it on the radio because it was just them going, I won't do what you tell me.
Yeah.
What was that? What was the name of that song?
You know what the crazy thing was? That song was played at so Lizzie was watching this documentary about Woodstock 1999.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah. I watched that documentary.
And so they're all chanting this as
so
they're burning
crazy.
Burning the fucking place.
The whole everything's burning down around them. There's no water anywhere. If you get water, you got to buy it from a vendor for like a 20-ounce bottle for like $35.
Killing in the name. That's
Killing in the name of. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that go watch that documentary and then like I remember being like Netflix? 19. Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah.
And I remember being 19 and
crazy.
I was like, you know, it'd be cool to go. I'm like, I'm not going to that. It's too many people. I barely go to Edgefest. Like I loved Edgefest. But there's no way in hell I could go to that. I couldn't go to that.
Where you're camping out for 3 days.
I don't camp. My little brother does that shit. He goes out to Vegas in the desert and hangs out for like the EDM shit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's sitting there. I'm like, fucking out there tripping balls.
System of a Down.
Oh,
if you're angry,
God.
listen to System of a Down if I'm angry.
Yeah, no, I like them anyways.
Wake up! Make up! Why don't you just trust?
They're the same way too. They got super political, but if you just ignore what the fuck they're saying and you just like the tune, you just get by it. Yeah, I don't care, dude. We're not the same. We don't think the same.
No.
You know, and let me tell you something. You've already gone to a different class. You're not that dude anymore either.
You're not that guy.
You're not that dude
anymore, man.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you.
We got about 25, 30 more minutes. So right now we're having, Modern Times and Fair State Brewing. This is the Kraken?
Kraken Foamers.
Oh, what a great name.
A
little red, white,
corn
blue.
lager. Delicious.
That's our second corn lager. We had a corn lager from Martin House or somewhere. Or where the hell was it?
Turning Point.
Yeah, corn lager from there.
Yeah.
This is all from this party pack, right? This is the mix pack. I don't see if I can pick this up without dropping it. Right here, 4 varieties. You got 12 beers is 12 pack, but you got 4 different beers in there
from the Fair State Brewing Cooperative out here in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah, we've been this summer. If you've noticed, I mean, you've been watching and things like that. We appreciate it. But yeah, we've been picking up summer packs and mixed packs and things like that that go with summer vibes and things like that. And this is just another great example of the wonderful beers that we have out here. I was in Total Wine and More today, and I was like looking around. I go, you know what? I got into the German section, the import section. I go. And
Did you look at everything and go, Guten Tag?
I looked at everything. And I sat there. I go, I'm going to drink every fucking one of you this year. I did. I looked at Lizzie. I go, I'm going to drink every one of these fucking beers. I go, as soon as September hits, every one of these things are getting hit. She's like, yeah, do it. I go, fuck yeah. And I was so excited about it because I'm like, there's so many of these great brands, and we drink a lot of. Listen, we support the local scene, as best
100%.
as we can. But when Oktoberfest comes around, we even have local Oktoberfest beers. We have local, fest beers and things like that. But I want every one of these damn beers in that section, and I'm gonna go through them. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna go through them because there's a ton that I haven't had.
We love local stuff, but we also love German beers and just damn good beers brewed wherever, right?
I'm gonna try to get the ones that we haven't had in the past because I got an idea of which ones we haven't had.
Okay.
And so we're gonna go German, go hard German on and it's about September. Yeah, September 1st. It'll probably be right after Labor Day, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun.
Right after we ship the kids off to school, we're just gonna get into it.
Yeah.
And the last thing I had for 4th of July.
Okay.
Nathan's hot dog eating competition.
Oh, it was so postponed. I was so pissed.
So it got canceled at one point.
I heard it was canceled. I went out to the pool to enjoy my afternoon and listen to the Ranger game.
Then
I get an alert. Not canceled.
Not canceled. Joey Chestnut said, "We're not doing this. Is not getting canceled." He was quoted as saying, "I'm getting the guys and we're doing this." And
a
it
true
comes
leader,
back out.
a true American leader.
Joey, I think he knocked back 62 dogs, I think is what he did.
Yeah.
Wins his 16th championship.
So we went under. We went under on this one. I'm pretty sure last year.
No, the over-under was like 76, I think.
I took the
which
under
is the
for
record.
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
I took it under.
But his 8th straight,
mm-hmm.
He won his first 8 and then took second. And then he's won another 8.
It's tough to be on top of that.
He's been in top 3. So he's either finished second or third or first. Like he's never finished outside the top 3.
These chicks just get hit on the entire game. Like it's not tough. You seen the one that Luca said he was fouling in love with her?
Yeah.
I mean,
So did you see the note that we had our first ever instance of a female umpire kicking out a female coach, ejecting
umpire? So it's a softball thing?
Yeah, baseball, minor leagues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. There's a I can't remember who the team is, but they have a
Tuscaloosa Bangers,
a female, head coach.
Yeah,
and there was a female umpire out there, and she kicked her out.
No shit.
That dude won by a lot. He wins by a lot every year. Joey Chestnut is a man amongst boys.
Yeah,
he's the greatest champion ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. Michael Jordan can't carry his jockstrap because that guy's an overrated hack. Joey Chestnut is a champion. You forgot you got to push the button again.
Goddamn living legend.
Yeah.
God damn it. You know what I hate about MLB TV? You gotta push. I gotta hit the button 3 times, 4 times sometimes.
But yeah, no, it was canceled. And like, as soon as it was canceled, you had the memes out there. There was one that I'd saved because I was going to post it.
Some about indoors, outdoors.
Because I was outside, I was driving to. I was doing something. I couldn't post it. But it was like Nathan's hot dog eating competition canceled. Worst 4th of July since 1776.
Why is that the worst since then? That was a great one for America. Must have been a British guy.
But yeah,
it must have been some Brit that's like, this is terrible.
Dude, I saw it and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And then like
Barstool's reported it said cancer. I go, all right, well,
it wasn't just them, it was reported everywhere.
I saw it on Twitter and I was so pissed. I was like, you know what, I'm going outside.
And Joey Chestnut said that's not happening.
I'm gonna drink my day away.
Dude, I got home in time because I was running around doing a bunch of stuff during the day, and I was like, I could be home for the hot dog eating competition. I get home and they're playing some like ESPYs pre-show thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the? And then I see Nathan's hot dog delayed by thunder, and I'm like,
Thunder.
Mother. And I'm like, this is not
half the comments are on Twitter like, they couldn't make this thing go inside. I go, listen, nutsacks. It's held on Coney Island every single year.
You can do it inside.
You could if you wanted.
They did during COVID when there was no fans.
They could have done it and opened up one of those stupid T-shirt shacks and just had it done out there. But you don't want that in there. You can't get that smell of hot dog out of there.
Well, you do it at the Coney Island that's there. But there you could get a tarp. Like, I mean, get a canopy set up.
Get a tarp.
I mean,
you low rent. You're so low rent. Like
you can make this happen. But like I've seen this, and then I'm getting the notification that it's canceled. I'm like, well, this sucks. So I went and was running the rest of my errands.
I was so pissed.
And then all of a sudden I get notifications saying it's back on. I'm like, I'm on my way home.
I didn't get the notifications back on. I got the notification. It's like Joey Chestnut wins again. I go, God damn it. So
I got a notification. It was back on. And so I get home, but it was like on like ESPN2, which isn't part of ESPN Plus. And so the only thing I got was the Joey Chestnut cam.
Oh.
And so it was just a cam focused on him.
Okay.
And they had the same play-by-play and all that.
Oh.
But you didn't see the big wide shot showing what everybody was doing.
You're on ESPN2 with your stuff?
It's
with
not
your cable?
I don't know that I do. I don't know.
Oh man.
I didn't turn the cable on. I just turned on the
plus
the Roku and went to the plus, and I was like, okay, well, Joey Chestnut cam. Okay, I don't mind watching Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, I think this side's ESPN Plus, and then this side is like ESPN hooked up to the whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
DirecTV.
But yeah, so I was just like, oh, whatever. I
mean, that's who you're watching.
I don't want to watch these other scrubs.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about.
I don't care about second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever place. Like
most of the camera's gonna be focusing on him anyways, and then whoever else is around him. You know,
right?
I mean?
I'm watching what Joey's doing the whole time, anyway. So, but yeah, he wins again. I mean, he's just
a living legend.
Just a freaking great. Like
isn't that wonderful? Like you got a guy that just absolutely dominates in his sport
completely.
Yeah,
like. And it's dominates, like you said. He had the 1 year, but he had a jaw injury that year when he took second place.
Yeah,
like
I almost we were gonna have a hot dog eating contest here today. I think
you've talked about.
I told Elizabeth, I go, we should have.
We've talked about it for a month now.
Well, she's like, you should do it. I go, no, I can't deal with Alan. He's a mouth breather. I was like, I can't deal with it.
Most of the time, I can't breathe out of my nose.
That's what I'm saying. I go, you mouth breathing dummy. It's like
it's not because I'm an Eli, okay, who chooses to breathe out of his mouth.
Is that not a great? That's a great sky, dude.
That is beautiful.
That's what I want for us
in San Diego.
Yeah, that's what I want for us in Texas. I wanted to.
Well, you're not going to get that.
Yeah, never, because everything's going to be in Arlington. But I just, backdrop to the skyline. It just looks wonderful. It really does. Nice little sunny day out there in San Diego. Pittsburgh's got a great one too.
Hey, how you doing, by the way? I see the Angels here playing.
I'm not great.
Because Trout, your number one pick.
He hurt his ham bone.
He broke a bone in his hand and could be done for the year.
Yeah. I don't know about year. I think he's good.
I mean,
he'll be fine. It's in his left wrist.
He's on like the 10-day DL or IL. Sorry, it's no longer the DL. It's the IL.
He undergoes hamate surgery. It's a issue with his wrist. So he had to go with
like Vegemite?
Yeah, it's a Vegemite sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is, I don't think you can say that anymore. Isn't that like a,
Is Vegemite still a thing, Red? Let us know.
Well, no, I think it's a different term around here. Like it's a different term. around here
Vegemite
in the community. Yeah.
So confused right now. I mean, Vegemite's a thing. Like, I'm not like
it's like a spread, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You put it on a sandwich.
Like a hazelnut spread, right? For sure it is. Yeah. See, it's still a thing.
Yeah.
I can say it.
Yeah. Hold on.
It's called something different here.
No,
what is it?
Hold on.
It's in a song. He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich.
Yeah, no, it's totally.
And he said, "You come from a land down under."
Yeah, I know. But if you,
so it's a yeast extract spread. Okay.
Put that in there, and then after that, put Urban Dictionary. It gives you a little something else.
Oh, I'm sure it does. It's like a dirty brain. It has something to do with you and 3 other dudes.
A good time. Who doesn't like having a good time?
Billy Joe's in the house, and my kids have been on eBay all day. JF, they're still there tomorrow. I'm going to lower the price.
Oh, Jesus. Selling them kids. All right, cheers. Let's finish this one. We'll get the last one.
You can't sell people on eBay.
You can?
No. Or body parts or hair. Because someone was trying to sell their hair for like charity, and eBay was like, "No, you can't do that."
Really? You can't sell hair?
No.
So you can't sell wigs?
You can sell wigs.
Wigs or hair?
I don't know. Next up, we're drinking Giant's Bane, a double stout.
Oh,
mixed pack exclusive.
Why did we save
you
this?
You get this just in the mix pack.
Oh,
it's only 8% alcohol by volume.
Yeah, but it's a stout, dude. This is not how you want to end the ride here.
Why not?
Oh boy, it is. So usually when we look at these things, you definitely look at the carbonation. It's over carbonated. The head's wonderful looking, nice little chocolate, little mocha color, super dark on the body.
That's delicious. And I just drank the head.
It's just the carbonation. It's just over carbonated. Oh, so I had the homebrew I got to give you.
Okay.
We're actually going to pour it out.
Okay.
It's infected.
So that sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. I don't know. I tested
syphilis, herpes.
I tested one.
HIV? Which one? What's it infected with?
I don't know. I don't even know. I feel like it's over carbonated. But I feel like it's also infected. Like there's, okay. I don't know. You know what? I might grab one if we're still sitting here talking because we're only a $1.17 into it, and that's like 4 minutes of commercials.
Yeah, no. I mean,
but I feel like it got
as long as we want. Now.
I feel like it got infected. Even though I cleaned the shit out of everything, but I think when I carbonated it, it's just too much. So I actually have bombers for the next one. So I have big 24-ounce bombers, and that's all I'm going to use from going forward. So when I want to hand beer out, when I brew beer, when I hand it out, it's going to be in those things. I'm going to ask someone to bring them back to me and things like that. So, but yeah, no, it's just one of those things. But yeah, no, this thing looks great. I just wish that it wasn't the last beer for me. But yeah, I really do. I think the other one's infected.
Okay.
Which sucks.
So did you hear about Clayton Kershaw and David Bednar?
No, I heard about Clayton Kershaw hitting the IL 10-day list.
Yeah, but he was elected to the All-Star game. He's not going to play. So David Bednar was his replacement.
Okay.
David Bednar from the Pirates, I think is that where he plays for?
No idea, man. It's your news story here. I mean, come on. What are you doing over there?
Hold on. I was looking up David Bednar.
Paul's brother. That's what it says.
Pirates. And so he got into the All-Star game because Kershaw was out. The Pirates were playing the Dodgers in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And David Bednar left a cooler full of Pittsburgh beer for Kershaw.
Oh, okay.
And said, "Hey, man, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the All-Star game because he's not playing.
Okay.
Here's Pittsburgh's best beer." And left him some beer.
Go ahead and tell me the rest.
That's it. That's the story.
You're sitting there smiling ear to ear. What the hell is that? That's the story?
Yeah.
Well, that's nice of them.
Yeah. I thought it was a cool story.
What's the name of the beer?
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, so there's nothing else. Like,
no, that's the story.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You were like leading on, like you were just sitting there giggling like a little girl about it. Like, and figured you're going to be
giggling. I'm just.
You're like, hey, he left him like a.
We just left him some beer.
Some beer. Yeah, here's Pittsburgh's finest. I don't know. What the hell's Pittsburgh's finest beer? What do you think? Yingling?
Icy Light.
Icy Light? Bud Light?
IC Lights.
Nah, I'm out. That ain't good. I'll tell you right now, it's not good.
Yeah.
That's a push off.
I don't know, man. I'll have to look it up.
I'm not saying that I'm good. I'm good looking or something, but every time I go into the bathroom, take all my clothes off, the shower gets turned on.
Because he turns the shower on, but it's turning it on like sexual.
Oh, I got it. Look at it.
Okay, just make sure.
Dude,
it
just melted away in the middle.
So it's stressing down that you haven't even taken a drink out of it yet.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, if we get you know what? Let me grab a couple of those because I'm gonna pour them out anyways.
So what are you bringing them in for? We're not drinking them, right?
We'll have a taste.
You're gonna give me an infected beer?
Yeah.
Okay. Just right now for you guys all watching right now, if I die or Rapid Dave killed me as he brings in his infected beer for me to drink and try, this could be the last time that you guys see me. You're gonna die. Right, Red? Like, I don't feel good about this at all. I don't feel good about my chances of seeing tomorrow right now. This could be the last time that we talk. If it is, thank you guys for everything. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. It's been a fun ride, right? You know, sip and spit. Here's the problem. If I spit, I have to spit on the carpet or I guess back in the glass. But if I spit back in the glass never gets empty. And then I just have to keep drinking. I can't spit on the carpet because then Lizzie will kill me. So either way, I die.
You're goddamn right about that.
Either way, I die tonight. So it's been fun. I've enjoyed our time together, guys. I appreciate you guys.
Are we out of here? Oh, gosh.
I was just talking about the fact how you're killing me. Red legit posted.
No, you're not going to die.
You're going to die.
Yeah, we won't have them. I also want to test and see if it was just a one-off or whatever.
Okay.
Because, yeah, no, some of them, I haven't had any pop yet, so I don't think they're over-carbonated, but they really do. They're super fizzy. Super fizzy. Back
to my original comment, right, Red? So I got two more stories to talk about.
I already had one of these. I'm not dead. Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I'm ready for the MLB All-Star game. Are you going to be around on Monday, or we're going to have a All-Star game or a home run derby Monday show?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I know Lizzie, Kinsey has pitching lessons, but I don't know what time they're at. So I just gotta see. And plus, we gotta see if I'm alive then too. I mean, odds are no, we won't have it because I'll be dead. But
it's a Texas Junior Hammer. This guy's an idiot.
I got two more stories. Do you want to talk about? I'm gonna give you the option.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Okay.
If he got you $1.3 million for traumatic head injury, like brain injury,
okay,
you can take $1.3 million, or do you want like your brain fully functional?
Well, I obviously want my brain fully functional.
Yeah, you don't give a shit at that point how much money you have, because if you're fucking half gone,
I mean, obviously anybody would choose that option.
It's like, why is that even a thing?
Not
like,
anybody.
Why is that
like Charlie from It's Always Sunny would probably take like the money,
a belly full of nickels? All right, go ahead. What do you got for me?
So do you either want to talk? I have a fantasy football story, or I have a tipping story.
We're gonna do both.
I know, but which one do you want first? Is what I'm asking you.
You know me. I love the tip.
So tipping.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So have you ever heard of Casa Bonita out there in Colorado, out in Denver, Colorado?
Yeah, I have.
Okay,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So it was going under, and it was saved. Trey Stone and Matt Parker from South Park creators.
That's
they
how
bought
I know.
it.
Yeah,
they bought it. Right. Yeah. But did you hear what they did?
They didn't call it a restoration. They called it a revivation, or what the hell?
Revitalization.
Yeah, something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But did you hear what they're doing? There's no tipping there anymore.
Oh, so they're bringing over the European thing.
They're not tip. They said we're cutting out tipping.
Yeah.
You're not going to tip our servers, but they're paying them $30 an hour.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a lot of money for a server.
What do you think about that? But like, you got to think like a good server is going to make that, right?
I mean, that's the hope, right? That's your whole potential of making, like crazy money.
If you're a good server, you're going to make somewhere around that.
Yeah, which is like, what is that, $75,000 a year? But you're probably working more than most people. You're probably working 5-6 days a week, so you're getting a little extra dough here and there. For me, with tipping has always been a thing, like where now here recently I've kind of I've brought it back. I've reeled it back in. No tipping, just going to pay. Yeah, no. I mean, if right now you can make $30 an hour just taking food orders, and because you're not the runner, someone else brings the fucking food out.
Sometimes
you're out there kind of hanging
not
out.
Always.
Hey, is your water? You need another water? You know what I mean? But I think it's good, and I'm all for,
because they're getting both sides, right?
Yeah.
Some people are giving them crap about it, and some people are like, "This is awesome," right?
Yeah. And I think it's the people who probably crap on it are the people who want to like leave a $0 tip or leave a $2 tip on a $50 bill or something like that. And listen, my tips were always like 25 to 30%.
Yeah.
20 to 30. But here recently, I realized that I'm tipping 20% on someone opening two overpriced beers for me. 2 beers that they crack, hand them to me. That'll be $25. And they flip the fucking screen over. And they're like, oh, here, tip option. I go, why am I tipping you? Why? What the hell's the difference between you and the guy that's working the damn jacket and cap stand over there selling merch?
Yeah.
Are you going to tip the guy that's selling you merch? Are you going to tip the guy that's handing you a Patron pizza? It's already made. It's already done. He didn't make it. He's handing it to you. Here's your pizza. You going to tip the guy that's selling you a baseball hat for $40?
No. So Red said for $30 an hour, they got a modified job description. And he said, this is from someone in a country where we don't tip. So they don't tip there in Australia.
Yeah, most Europeans and
what is an acceptable amount to tip? To me, it just depends on where you're at, right? Because, like, for example, like if I go to Brutal, I'm always tipping at least 25%.
Yeah. And
that's most of those orders where I'm tipping 25%, I'm getting it to go. But it's also somewhere where they take care of us, right? Well, I'll go to Brutal and they'll give us free beers. We go to their anniversary party every year and they cover us. There's a lot. It's a different situation, right? The wait staff there, whenever we go, they always take care of us.
I think he's talking more about like if you go to Fuddruckers or Chili's. What do you tip there?
I mean, Fuddruckers is. I'm not tipping anything like at Fuddruckers, right?
So 0 at Fuddruckers. What do you tip at Chili's?
Well,
Chili's. We need a place called Titties.
Chili's, I'm minimum 20%.
But you've gone lower on.
If the service is really bad, right?
Yeah. I mean,
but,
you go.
But I'm just talking about like if I get good service, minimum 20%, right? I've gone and I've gotten great service, and I've tipped more, right? Yeah. It just depends on the type of service that I'm getting. You've got the me and Liz. We went to Applebee's this last weekend, and it was I had to flag down the server anytime I wanted something. He was walking around and he would just walk by and he wouldn't stop and say, hey, do you guys need anything?
He's got the double mittens.
Yeah. Well, he's going to slide feet first.
He actually did on the last one.
But if I got to flag you down every time to get something and you're walking by me and you're not stopping, come on, man. Like I'm sitting here and I'm trying to order beers and stuff like that. We're ordering appetizers, we're ordering food. I'm here to party. Play along.
I'll tell you this. I think the $30, they're going to be able to be more selective with who they bring in. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be like a normal job, right? Like where you want the best. Yeah. Because if you're going to guarantee them $30 an hour, they're there making $30 an hour. Slow time, busy time, whatever time, $30 an hour. And let's be honest, on slow time, they ain't doing shit. They're sitting there.
The problem
they're folding like silverware.
You've also got to look at like how many hours a week are you working though too?
Yeah.
Because there are some servers who don't work a 40-hour a week, right?
They work 5 to 10, 5 to 11.
Back when I used to deliver pizzas, I'd work 25 hours a week.
Yeah.
But I made a decent amount of money in tips and things like that, and it made up for it. So yeah, you're making $30 an hour, but you probably got some servers who made more than that.
I think the whole thing over here is with the whole tipping thing. It's
got with COVID, it got out of control.
It's a whip. It really is a whip because all the restaurants do is they pass their operating costs onto the consumer. So the consumer is now a part of supporting their employee and going through that. And then it's all based on did you have a good experience? And some people I
don't think they have the option to tip at Casa Bonita. Like I don't think they Like if you scan like a credit, I don't think they have the option.
No, I think you just bring it out. You
would have to have cash. Like you would have to have cash to tip.
Now I did tip last night. I tipped out there at the ballpark, but it wasn't scanned. They flipped the thing over. It was like, nah. And I pulled out a couple singles and stuffed them in the thing because she poured 2 beers. I go, $1 a beer, I think is sufficient. It doesn't matter how much those beers cost.
There's something about like, and I think that's something like if you go somewhere and you get beer, I think you're always kind of programmed to tip. Like,
yeah. Well, I don't at Mavs games.
And, you don't at Mavs games?
When they crack the thing and hand it to me, oh no. And I used to. I was a big tipper. I've always been the guy that's like, let me take care of them. Let me help. And then I realized, like, what the fuck am I doing?
I'll typically throw like $1 in like the change, right? I make it an even number, right?
Well, now I carry singles on me. And so then I'm like, yeah, no. I go, you know what? And I even told the lady last night, I go, nah, no, man, fake money. You don't want that plastic money here. And so I go, real money goes to you, right? And she's like, I go, here you go. Here's $2. And that was like, that's 10% of what I just paid.
Right. Yeah.
But it's money in her pocket, like direct in her pocket.
But I also think like COVID really changed the whole tipping situation here, because we'll both admit, like during COVID, I'd go somewhere and pick up my food, but I would tip because the restaurants were having a hard time. Everywhere was having a hard time. Right?
I did it more of, hey, thanks for being open.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I would tip even at places where I went and picked up my food.
Especially when the company was giving us money, like just for being home. Like, you're gonna pay me extra dough to sit at home?
Yeah.
All that money went to beer.
All that, dude. I can't tell you how many breweries I went to when I tipped. I was tipping 30% at breweries.
And all they were doing was they were handing you cans of beer. That was it.
But the thing was, like, I will say this: I didn't have to get out of my car. Right? You pull up. Yeah. They walk up to your car. What do you want?
Yeah.
Like RAR, for example.
Yeah.
What do you want? Well, I'll take this. Way, yeah. Okay, cool. You popped your trunk. They put in the trunk for you and all that, right?
Yeah.
There was a couple breweries that I'd go to that I would go inside, but some of those breweries were breweries where I knew the guys there. Like I went to Cowtown a few times during COVID.
I had so much more fun.
Went inside and sat down and had a beer with Sean and the guys there while I was there picking up beer.
We were talking about that
Brutal.
Earlier.
I would go and have a beer with them when I would go pick up beer and stuff like that. But like all these other breweries that I didn't know the people there, I'd pull up, they'd walk out to my car and what do you want? Show you a beer menu. Cool. They would go and grab it and bring out to your car. I was tipping them at least 30%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bonkers. And I hate to say that, but like I was mentioning, like me and Lizzie were talking about, I go, you know what? I missed that initial, like when we got sent home, because man, we were partying. Jeez. We were trying our best to try to promote local breweries and get out there and go get beer on the weekends.
6 hours on every Saturday driving around getting beers.
It was a lot of fun, but it was a hell of a thing. But you know what? I'm glad most of those businesses are still here after 3 years now. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what? Our little contribution might not have did a whole lot, but it must have did something.
It did something. Yeah. Old school. I went to Danny's the other day and they had 350 domestic cans on special. Is that a special or what?
What the hell's Danny's?
Also,
cans?
she brought Danny's. You went to Danny's. Special on cans. Domestic cans.
Like beer. Is that a joke? I don't know what's going on. What's happening?
Old school went to Danny's the other day.
Where the hell's Danny's?
We're Kansas City. Wherever old school went.
I don't know what Danny's is.
Can I finish the sentence?
Yeah, go.
They had 350 domestic cans on special. Is that a special or what? Also, she brought me my can opened and it smelled like perfume.
Ugh.
Well, that kind of sucked.
It's kind of like she opened it between her legs.
I left after one. What was the beer though?
Yeah.
Was it a fruity beer?
Danny's.
Probably wasn't.
Let's see. It's a city.
What city is that in, old school?
I want to know. I just want to know.
Old school wants to know.
Probably Danny's Bar and Grill North, if I had to guess. That's probably what it is. Yeah, he was talking about he was on the Patreon. We were talking about a little bit. Yeah, left after one.
Coors Light. Okay, yeah, that shouldn't smell like perfume.
Yeah, it shouldn't smell like that. Yeah. And I think it's one of those things, right? Where I think now we're getting into the point where we're starting to kind of we've already did the charity and we overpaid, over tipped, overcompensated people for
Danny's stuff. West Kansas City, Kansas.
Days West. I got you. I'm going.
Because even like during COVID, like I would tip at the donut store, right? Yeah, I tipped everywhere I went just because.
Yeah,
I was just trying to support these. Their business was down.
Yeah,
I was trying to support them.
Yeah,
right. Like you said, we got paid extra, especially when we first went back. From our business, so I had extra money, and I just wanted to help support all these local businesses that I went to.
Yeah. And now we're on the other end of that, where now it's like, well, shit. Now you got to.
They turn around for me to tip when I go to the donut store, and I'm like, no, I'm not tipping you. Now, like
you're sitting there,
you're busy.
You're sitting there just like, okay, well, now what am I supposed to do? Like, and now, like, I got to bring spending in. I got to start watching what I'm doing. I don't
make extra money.
I got to do this and do that. And now everyone's got the stupid iPad where they flip it over. I'm like, what? At what point do you think you need a fucking tip? You know what I mean? Like, at what point do you think you deserve a tip?
Yeah.
We're done. It's over. But it
was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. I don't have a problem.
I enjoyed making that extra money.
Yeah. But
now I actually get paid less.
It's like, ridiculous. And he's talking about, $3.50 for a can of a Coors Light. It's like,
how big?
I mean, that kind of sucks because,
was it a tall boy?
That's kind of what shit costs, right? Like I said, you go to a ball game, it's $10. Luckily, I had 24-ounce beers for like $9.
Okay.
Or whatever. It was like $9. It's draft. I was like, okay, well, I'll take that. That seems like it's okay. I don't know. When you go to a ballpark or a stadium,
cheaper than if you go to see a Cowboys game.
Yeah, it's like, God, dog, man,
it's $20 beer night.
And then they flip that stupid
12-ounce for $3.50.
Yeah. They flip that stupid thing. I'm like, you just opened a bottle. What am I tipping for? Yeah, I'm not in for that. Yeah. And so, I'm out. And man, I tell you what, now I'm looking for bars and stuff like that, like places to go eat where there's a deal. Like, hey, pitchers are $8. Pitchers are $5. Yeah, no.
With the Applebee's, it was
for a good time.
$2.99 for Miller Lite Draft. Guess what I drank?
There you go.
Miller Lite Draft, 16 ounces.
We're gonna go back out to pastime one of these days.
Yeah, I'm in.
It's always so much fun.
Half price appetizers.
Yeah,
after 9, but not the chips and queso.
I like
the pretzels are.
Yeah, go out there and hang out. It's gonna be one of those days where I just take off the next day. I don't want any part of it. Or you just kind of enjoy yourself and kick back and relax. But that's kind of what I'm at right now. Like, as far as like when tipping goes and things like that, I still tip. And it's like, but I've reeled in a little bit, because if you're a true server, you're serving and things like that, like, I'll still take care of you, no problem. And especially if you're good. If you're bad, I'm like, God damn it. You know how bad I don't want, it's like, I'll give you 15%. But
if you're bad, I'm not tipping you. Like, that's just.
Well, what's that mean? You going to skip?
What do you mean? A tip? No, I'll leave something. I'll always leave something.
Hold on. What's something? Like, say you $50, you went to Applebee's, $50, and like it's terrible service. Like with that guy, what'd you leave him?
So
if you say less than $5, I swear to God, you're
no. I think I left him like $12 or something.
So you're never gonna go less than 10%.
It was over 10%.
I'm saying you're not gonna go below 10%, like on a normal.
It depends on what the tab is, right?
I mean,
like if I just go and I order
you ran up $100 bill.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, if I just go and just order one beer.
Okay.
Like we've gone place and ordered one beer, and the service was crappy, and we left.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't get a second beer.
Uh-huh.
I've gone places and not tipped. I got one. You brought me one beer.
Mm-hmm. You stood on cash and leave.
And yeah, right.
I got you.
So again, it just depends on the situation and how much. But I think I left that guy like $12.
I'm with you, old school. I really am. Like, there was all these nights where we used to have like $2 beers. Remember when we found those Imperials? At the
drank
den,
them out of it every time.
Every time we showed up, we drank them out of those beers, and it was like, why in the hell can't I find $2 beers? It doesn't cost you. You got kegs of this shit in the back.
I can hold a $2 beer night in my driveway and make a killing.
Right? Just buying cases. Like, holy shit, man.
Killing.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's so weird. It really is weird. But that's the kind of stuff we're looking for these days. Like now I'm looking for the deal. I'm looking for like, hey, let's just go have a good time.
If I go somewhere, it's what do you have on special?
Yeah. Even on a Saturday, it's like, what do you got on special?
When we went to Boomer Jack's a few weeks back, right? And I was like, what do you have on special? She goes, $2. What was it we were drinking?
Dos Equis? Or Modelo's?
No. I think it was Modelo. I don't remember. It was $2 something. And she goes, well, we have $2 this, and went to go say this other thing.
Hello?
And I said, nah, we're good here. You don't have to go any further. I'll take the $2 one. Like Azteca or something like that. Or El Sol.
Oh, Sol.
$2 souls.
Souls. Yeah.
I was like, I'll take that.
And when you said that, you're like, hey, I got soul beer. I go, soul beer? I'm in on soul beer. I was like, fuck, I love souls.
I go, yeah, they're $2 a pop. He goes, yeah, keep them coming. Well, we drank them out of the 6-pack they had.
You know, and it's not like it's terrible. You're just there to have, you're trying to get there.
Hang out with my buddy and have a couple beers.
Right. Why are you trying to make like your nut on this these beers that you're like, you know what, it's $5 beer night. Like I get it, you got employees and things like that, but there's people in here.
Went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and happy hour only had Bud Light and the Wild Herd, and they were out of the Wild Herd, no other options.
You know how many times that happens, that Wild Herd shit? Because it's a Kolsch they have, it's their home. It's
okay. I don't know that I've had it.
It's $3.
Okay.
Tall boy.
It's been a while since I've been to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Tall boy, $3.
We typically go to Wingstop now.
Yeah.
Well, Wingstop.
I like going and hanging out, watching TV, and having some beer.
Watch TV.
Like yeah. The one TV in a Wingstop.
Yeah, the ones that over by us have like 5 TVs, 6
5 TVs in a Wingstop.
5, 6 TVs. Yeah.
No shit. Okay. So yeah,
not as many as a Buffalo Wild Wings, but still.
Well, shit, 5 or 6 is pretty good. Yeah,
I got options.
Yeah. And so you're there for this beer, or you're there to have a little bit, whatever. Say you go on Wing Tuesday or something like that, right? You get
50 cents.
Right? You get half off wings or some shit. And then you get, $3 tall beers. I'm like, oh, well, here we go. They're like, oh, we're out of that beer. I go, what the fuck? You guys are always out of that fucking beer. And then you get
just
a Miller.
On Tuesdays.
Then you get a Miller or something like that. And it's like, oh, okay, well, that, it's $4. That's fine. $4 or $5. And dude, it's always something.
I go to Sparks, and they always had like $2 PBRs. Drink the crap out of $2 PBRs.
Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. So we're going to drink this Rapid Day. So real quick, we just had, what was it called? Giant Spain Double Stout. 8% ABV.
Hit's in the house. What's up?
What is going on, Hit? Cheers. Mazel, mazel. Good things, brother. Thanks for stopping in.
We're trying to see. This glass is dirty as all get out.
Rinse them?
Nah.
I was going to say, I'll go rinse them real quick.
That ain't worth it.
Might save my life if I don't rinse it. Waters down all the pesticides. El Captaino, number 12. Yo, more craft beer peeps on Twitch. I love to see it. And thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate it. We just got done knocking back the mix pack from Fort Brewing Cooperative out here in Fort Worth, Texas. We had Giant Spain, a double stout, Crankin' Foamers, a corn lager, Roselle, a hibiscus sour, and Party Forward, a hazy IPA. Jesus. And now I'm going to drink Head.
Your favorite thing.
From a home brew that our buddy Rapid Dave over here poured.
It's your favorite.
Or poured or brewed.
Well, that thing's dirty. Yeah, you probably need to dump it and rinse it. Dump it and rinse it.
Yeah, I'll come back and maybe I'll get some beer.
I mean, you can drink it right out of the bottle if you want. It's questionable at best. It's supposed to be. This is Dave's IPA. I think there's something wrong with it. I think it's overcarbonated. If not, I think it might be infected. We're going to find out because I have a couple more batches I have to get through. And, I got some new bottles and things like that. So we'll see. Drinking. Yeah, I know, right? It's Alan's favorite thing. How was the corn lager? It was great. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, the corn lager itself it looks like it was a collab with Modern Times and Fair State Brewing. So, yeah, it was that one right there. Was it Crankin' Foamers? Yeah, really good. It really was. I was in Dallas over the weekend, went to Union Bear, loved it. Nice. Yeah, I'm from the Dallas side, Alan's from the Fort Worth side. I don't think I've ever been to, wait, hold on. I've been to Union Bear. Is it called Union Bear now? I thought it was called something else at one point. Oh, shit, it was. Hold on, I'm looking. Yeah, no, I've been at that I think it was called Union something before. Because right there off of 121 and the tollway, kind of like near Legacy Hall, Union Bear Brewing. Oh, wait, that's okay. Yeah, I know where that one is. Okay. It's next to Blue Mesa.
Whiskey?
No, I was thinking of another place. There's another, there's like this brewery that was off, it was close to Del Frisco's and
the Union Bear, okay,
and whatnot. So it's a little bit more towards Legacy. It's in Legacy Hall. And it was like it was just not that great. And then you got like kids and shit running around. Yeah, Plano. Yeah, so if you're on the south side of 121, you're in Plano. If you're in the north side, you're in Frisco.
Actually, I think Whiskey tried to go there one day, and it was just
they told him beat it.
Yeah, which honestly, I get like Whiskey Puller shows in. Yeah. So what kind of beer is this again?
So this is an IPA.
Okay.
That I feel like
looks very dark.
It smelt good, but I don't think it. I think I overcarbonated it. I think it's
so?
just I think it's just over the top. Which I thought about dumping some, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, cheers. Just take a sip.
Don't mazel, good things.
Yeah, don't get crazy with it. It's got a nice amber color to it, but yeah, it should be missing.
Yeah, that's not good.
You see how you put it in your mouth and it just foams up?
That's just not good.
It's too much carbonation. I don't know how to reel it back in.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, everything you do about like, I think you'd have to open this beer and leave it sitting there for like a day to get anything out of it.
I think so.
Yeah.
No time to drink bad beer.
No, it's actually it's just I put
it happens.
The drops I put in there for it. I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, I was just sitting there thinking about it the whole time. I'm like, it's about a quarter too much.
Okay.
And so that's why I have bombers now. So I got the bigger bombers and things like that. And so their recipe, everything about their thing is you got to have their own shit, right?
Right.
Well, I don't use plastic bottles.
Okay.
Brewing. I don't use any. I use glass and I cap them myself and everything like that. And so the drops I'm using is like, hey, it's 2 for $25, but use 3/4 of one if you have a 12-ounce bottle. I go, I'm not cutting these fucking things into thirds.
Oh, so that's your fault then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right. No. That's what I said. But it's for me now that I'm having another one. It doesn't smell infected. It doesn't taste weird. It's super overcarbonated.
Yeah. Red said it's such a science. I've had so many go wrong. El Capitino said, y'all brew too. Homebrew, like kits. We've done so on our own, we'll do kits. You've done some meads.
I've done meads from scratch.
We have some home brewing friends that we've gone and brewed with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some real good guys that brew real good.
You just call him Cap.
Most call me Cap. Okay. All right, cool. What's up, Cap?
Oh, Cap.
And we've brewed with the guys out there Brutal before.
Yeah, we had a collab
on a larger scale.
Brutal Beer Works out of North Orchard Hills.
Which we're going to have another one coming up here sometime this year.
Yeah, we did a double dry hop Pilsner.
Which was phenomenal.
Yeah, and so shot the lights out of the place apparently. And they remade it, different variations a couple times since, and it's been a hot ticket item. Yep. Yeah, no, this is just overcarbonated. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You got to bring it down. So I'm thinking about pouring them into a different container and then letting them kind of get rid of, just seep that carbonation out and then reinfusing them with carbonation like CO2. So there's a couple different things I can do about it.
I've been waiting to try a brew like a Kolsch, but still researching it.
I love
like
Kolsch's.
Brewing a Kolsch.
Yeah.
That's Kolsch's take a little, they're kind of like lagers where you got to take a little bit of time with them. You got to make sure that you let it marinate long enough.
The smell and the taste is not bad. It's just the carbonation. It's just that carbonation. God, damn it so much. It's so carbonated. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna go hit the backyard. Backyard, put it on MLB. We're gonna have a couple Stogs. Did you bring anything?
I didn't bring anything because you said you just bought 50, so I didn't know if there was going to be.
I told you they weren't going to get here until next week.
Oh, I didn't. I missed that. I don't think you said that.
Why would I think it'd be anything else than what it is? But I went to the Total Wine and I got one today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, oh, he just got 50. You said you just re-upped with 50.
Yeah.
See, I fear the heat because it's hot. Fuck this up, dude. It's so fucking hot.
Yeah. It really is.
Where, do we know where Cap is?
No idea.
Are you here in the DFW area, Cap?
He said he was visiting over the weekend.
Where are you at? Tell us.
God, dog.
It's not great. I mean, I'm
the taste is fine.
I'm going to drink it.
Nah,
like I'm going to.
It's going to blow you
You're
up.
Not Louisiana, Shreveport. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
I like Shreveport. I like going out there.
Yeah.
Big fan. Yeah, don't drink anymore because it'll if you drink anymore, it's going to blow you up real bad because of the carbonation that's in it.
Okay.
You just can't drink it. So
2 hours away. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been going out there since I was like 18 years old with just a little overnight run. You know what? We talked about this a while back and how like me and you met up in Shreveport once, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It was so long ago that Lizzie doesn't remember it. I barely remember it.
That was the first casino Liz ever went to.
Yeah.
And like she was there for 5 minutes and she hit like $400 on a slot machine. And she's like, I don't want to gamble anymore. I want. So she like trolled around and she was betting penny slots.
Yeah.
And it's like she spent the rest of the night like penny slots, but like betting like 5 cents at a time. Like she didn't want to lose anything. But yeah, no. So we went out there. You were there. Mike Graham was out there.
No shit.
Yeah, Mike was out there.
I don't remember.
My buddy Chris was out there with his wife. Yeah, there was a big group of us that went out there.
Don't remember any of it.
But yeah,
don't remember.
But that was before the podcast.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no,
that's over 5 years ago. I mean,
a long time ago.
That was probably closer to 10 years ago.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah. Because we've known each other for like 14 years now, I think. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, it was bonkers. Like, we think about it now. I'm like, nah, it never happened. I'm like, shit, there's pictures of it. I'm like, oh God.
It was crazy because we went to what's the casino that has like the $1 million wall?
Horseshoes.
Horseshoe. Yeah. So Liz, like, she got there. She's like, oh, you're supposed to walk down it and like take your hand all the way down. And so she did. Like, she got there. She walked all the way down. That was $1 million in like ones or whatever it is. And so she walked all the way down and like she was like, this is good luck. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I didn't do it. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm at the roulette table because that's where I spent my time. She's like, babe, I just won $400. I was like, damn.
Don't worry, I'm losing it just as fast.
Don't worry.
10 years ago and probably 4 scores in 7 years.
And probably 5,000 plus beers ago, at least.
God.
At least.
Let's get out of here.
Guys, we're going to get out of here real quick before we get out. Don't hit the music yet.
Go ahead.
Just kill the music.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Well, I can see it's still on.
Nah, you got it.
Okay. Real quick, guys, check us out everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Strikeout Beer. But also check out, we have our other podcast going. SB Fantasy Football Podcast, which we just recorded our top 25 wide receivers today. Mm-hmm. We'll drop that tomorrow or Friday. SB Baseball Podcast. Mm-hmm. We're going to record an episode after we're done right now about the catcher interference. We've got the Ranger Roundup. Check that out. That's every almost Monday.
We got another Go Chiefs in here. Oh boy.
Oh, buddy.
Oh
man.
A lot of Chiefs fan watch this show.
You're in Shreveport. Why isn't it Go Saints? I don't understand. I'm confused.
Right.
I mean, I get it. The Saints suck now, but I mean, I get it. Check out Talking Lines with Alan, Part-Time Nerd. We have a lot of podcasts that are out there, guys. Check them out. Drop follows, all that stuff. Get them anywhere you listen to your podcast. We definitely would appreciate it. Check out our YouTube. We need some more followers on our YouTube page. Over there on Strikeout Beer. Okay, see, boy. Okay. Yeah. We got a lot of Kansas City boys that follow the podcast for sure.
There you go.
And hate to break it to you guys, but you're losing week 1 to the Lions. So I'm sorry. But thank you guys so much. I'm glad I found y'all. I'll definitely be watching y'all. Yeah. Hey, we're here every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Check us out. Some Mondays, 9 p.m.
Yeah, some.
Just depends on what's going on. But we're glad you found us too, Cap, for sure. But guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. As always, I'm Alan.
Robert Dave.
We'll talk to you guys later. Deuces. Let it play until it says it, or thank you for listening to the Strikeout Beer Podcast.
They can hear you the whole time. You're like, oh, I thought you were gonna let it run. It's like you fucking ruined it anyway.
I almost said SB Baseball Podcast.
Oh, that's still not close. I didn't hit that button.
No, that says start.